I have been a massive Ed Sheeran fan since like 2011 when he first came out with the song The A-Team. I absolutely love his music, and I also really respect him as an artist because he doesn't really fit into that cookie cutter manufactured pop artist mold, you know? He doesn't look how these pop artists look, he doesn't sound how these pop artists sound, and I think he's very unique artistically like that. And I freaking love his music. So when I found out he was touring Europe, of course I had to get tickets. By the time I found this out, all of the shows in Germany were either sold out or they did not coincide with my football schedule. So I ended up buying tickets to go see him in Glasgow, Scotland. And then our football schedule changed, and I had to give the tickets away to my friend. At this point, it's like early June. I'm scrambling, trying to get tickets to a show. They're all sold out, of course. And then all of a sudden, when I'm on my trip with my mom like 3 weeks ago, when I was in Venice, found out he added another show in Munich. So instantly bought tickets to that, asked the guys who wanted to go. Raheem and Roby wanted to go. So 3 of us went to Munich to see the Ed Sheeran concert.
Look at Raheem's hand.
I learned this from a very educational channel on YouTube. Now go subscribe, guys. You learn a lot.
Quick pit stop in Rothenburg to pick up Smoke and Laura, our friends who live in Munich. Tommy! We're here.
We're going back to Munich with the romantic road.
Yeah?
Take the NALF vlog.
Let's do it for the vlog. Smoke played for the Unicorns for like 13 years. He was my roommate the first year I was here in Germany.
Our room, but we have air conditioner.
What?
American way of
Good
life.
morning, Laura! You have air conditioner?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I've been known to give my all and jumping in harder than 10,000 rocks on the lake. So don't call me baby.
Actually, right when we got into the city, basically, into Munich, we got pulled over by the police. Hello. Tommy has gotten himself pulled over by the police. Hello.
Yep.
Let me see you. Right now we're pulled over by the police. I don't know what happened. Gotta give them our passports.
What up now?
We're in trouble.
Got pulled over by the police.
We got pulled over for Roby being annoying. I know I make all these police jokes and stuff like that on my vlog, but this is the first time I was in a car that got pulled over by the police. So we were a little bit nervous. So like, we didn't do anything, but we had no idea why they stopped us for the longest time. What did we do?
I don't know.
He's snitching.
Wilson, how you feel?
I'm glad we're not in America.
That's true. First time being pulled over by the police in Germany. Smoke was driving though. So if anything bad happened, he's in trouble. And so we gave them our passports and we sat there probably at least 10 to 15 minutes while they were behind. The 2 police officers were back behind in their car kind of checking out our passports and stuff. Oh, whoops. This whole police thing of the vlog is just got a little bit too real. Update, we've just been sitting in the car for like 7 to 9 minutes.
Oh, look at Einstein ass boy.
Einstein ass boy.
I walked by 3 times already.
And then they came back, gave our passports back, and they just said it was a normal control, a normal stop. Guys, it was just a... Oh, thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah, he was more nervous than we are.
Jeez, man, I was pretty nervous. So I guess it was just a normal control. All right, we're free. We have arrived in Munich. Say that again?
I said I threw up in the Marienplatz 2 years ago.
All right, let's hope you don't do that today.
Oh yeah. Oh.
killing time before the Ed Sheeran concert. Some Augustiner here in Munich. After seeing the city a little bit, we went back to the apartment, we got ready, and we headed to the concert. Big city, I mean, this is like a sold-out tour, so it was absolutely packed, super hot walking in. But the cool thing was, this was at the Olympiastadion in Munich, like where they had the 1972 Olympics. So it's in the Olympic Park. It's a beautiful park with like hills. The stadium is really, really cool looking. But so, like I said, it was absolutely packed walking in, and then we walked by kind of like a reflective window mirror type surface, and just like got a glimpse of ourselves, and we absolutely did not fit the demographic of people going to this concert. There's a bunch of like girls, couples, families, and then 3 big American football players. But we don't care about that sort of stuff. We like to break stereotypes and just do what we like to do. So we get into the concert. He has 2 openers. I can't remember the name of the first one, sorry guys. But the second opener was Anne-Marie, who was really, really good. I mean, I heard a couple of her songs before, but there are actually like 4 or 5 songs of hers that I recognized that I didn't know was her singing. We could hear them on the radio all the time. So she was really good, fantastic performer.
QB1, baby! QB1 is here! Yeah, let's take one.
The stadium is filling up. More and more people are getting in. The sun is going down. And Anne-Marie finishes performing. And we wait for a little bit. And then the man, Ed Sheeran, comes out on stage.
Oh, he's going with the shorts tonight, huh? Teddy!
Now, spoiler alert from here on out, okay? If you're gonna go to the concert, you don't wanna hear like the order of songs or whatever, stop watching, okay? But still give it a thumbs up for sure. Anyway, so he gets on stage, first song, boom, Castle on a Hill, everyone starts going crazy, and we go crazy. After he plays the first song, right, he says, all right, everything you hear tonight is performed live. It's coming from my guitar, from this microphone. And this is one of the really cool, special things about Ed Sheeran, is that he does everything by himself live. Like, he plays with a loop pedal, so he'll like strum a bit on the guitar, loop it, and then he'll play like the next notes, loop it. He'll do some vocals and he'll loop it. And so he builds the whole song live on stage in front of you, and it's absolutely incredible. I think it's one thing that really separates him from a lot of artists, is he does that in such a pure, true experience and performance, and I mean, and he freaking kills it. It's so good.
Stadium to play. I'm very honoured to be here. Thank you so much for coming out today. Everything you hear today is going to be completely live. It comes from this guitar and this microphone, and hope you enjoy.
So in between songs, he like talks a little bit, and he talked about like some of his previous experiences performing in Germany and stuff, which was really funny. He said a few years ago when he had a first hit song, I think it was the A-Team he was talking about, and he's like, I've got a hit song, this is awesome, I'm touring, I'm killing it in England, I'm coming over to Germany to do a show, and he's like, he plays a show in front of like 100 people in Germany, and the German fans after each song are like this. And Ed Sheeran was on stage just doing this imitation. It was actually hilarious. And then he talked to his German friend. He had a German friend. He talked to him after. He's like, what's the deal? Like, they don't like any of my songs. They're not into it. He's like, no, German people are very, very loyal. What you have to do is keep coming back to Germany, and eventually you will stick. And he said that's what happened. So like, he kept coming back to Germany. The crowds warmed up to him more and more and more and more. And he said the thing with German crowds is like, you know, a lot of people go to concerts or like musicians for the hits, you know, the ones you hear on the radio, the ones you hear all the time. But he says when he comes to Germany, he can play songs that he can't play in other countries because German fans just like the good music. Like, it doesn't have to be the hits, it doesn't have to be the most popular songs. They just like the artist and the music, and they're here to hear good music. So he played a couple songs that he said he doesn't play in other countries, which is really cool.
So when I put my arm in the air, everyone puts their arm in the air, and then when the beat drops, we are all going to bounce as one.
He said his first hit in Germany was the song I See Fire. It's from The Lord of the Rings, or The Hobbit. Absolute jam. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. It's so good. You can hear us singing it a little bit here. That's probably enough.
Oh, this is happier. Never mind. Oh, no, this is happier. If everyone lets their own light shine, light up the world, bro.
That's an amazing piece of wisdom.
I mean, the concert was just so cool. Incredible atmosphere, like when people pulled out their lights on their phones and stuff. And the fact there was like the Ferris wheel from the Olympic Park, and it just looked so cool. Music was amazing. Performance was amazing. We had really good seats. So if you have the opportunity to see Ed Sheeran play live, I 100% recommend you do it. Even if you're not necessarily a fan of his songs or don't think you're a fan of his songs, you should go, because I don't think anybody does a live performance like he does. Alright guys, now Ed, make sure I get my money for this sponsorship video, so just put it right in my bank account, 500,000 euros. Thank you.